This is Veno, and I'm here to speak about thoughts and holographics. Okay, so what we have is the mind consciousness system inside human beings, manifested from thoughts. Okay, so you have your thoughts going on in your world. Now your thoughts are connected to your DNA, as with the mind consciousness system. So what is keeping this holographic, projected, manifested 3D physical world intact and in place? Human beings' thoughts. What manifests this holographic projection you see is the mind consciousness systems manifested within and as your DNA of the human physical body. So, the more human beings think, the more this world manifests as reality, as though it is real, because what makes it real is human beings' thoughts. It is simple. So what makes human beings trust this world is because they trust their thoughts. How do human beings create this world? Through their thoughts. Why do they trust their creation? Because they trust the creation of their thoughts. It is simple. Thoughts are human beings' gods. Therefore, human beings' worlds are their God, and therefore they are God in their world, which is called ego. Okay, now I have an interesting observation here. Have a look at the world. What exists here? Mechanical cars. There exist, what do you call it, businesses, organizations, what do you call it, fueling mechanics, multiple mechanisms, electrical manifestations of gadgets and gadgets. So that's all quite mechanical, right? So why exists no interdimensional travel? Why exists no mere sound self-expression as who we are as one and equal with nature? Why do there... Oh, and then you have televisions, of course. And then you have microwaves and kettles and these geometrically specifically placed houses and churches and religions. Why do religions exist? Religions that are manifesting conflicts within two cultures with different beliefs. What is that but thoughts that exist within human beings that are in conflict with their world, because their world is manifested as their thoughts, and there exists an inner conflict within themselves because they know from a certain perspective that that which exists in this world as them, as their thoughts, is not who they are, and it's creating that inner conflict within self about what is real, what is not real, and because of that, you have different religions that are actually manifestations of human beings' thoughts within them and their inner conflicts. What else? It is interesting because everything that exists in this world is limited and mechanical. Why? Because we have mechanical mind manifestations within ourselves, which is your mind consciousness system. Have a look. It is all that the mind consciousness system can conceive. Cars, mechanical cars to move. But who we are as sound expression is able to move interdimensionally, because we're sound, we're infinite, we're unlimited. Look how limited is our world. We need roads to travel from one point to another, which takes fucking ages. What is only to conceive that but a limited mind consciousness system, which is so mechanical as the mechanical manifestations of this world, as cars and televisions? What about teleportation? What about each one manifesting their own existence and creation as the expression of themselves as who they are, and we're all hopping around to each other's creations? I mean, how magnificent is that? In and remaining within that in oneness and equality. Did you know that's possible? But yet, look at where we are now. Look how limited we are. Look how enslaved we are. Look how controlled we are. We require mechanical cars. We require these organizations that produce food. What needs to eat? We, please. No. Does dimensional beings require to eat? No. So why do human beings require to eat? I wonder. Why aren't human beings seeing dimensional beings? I wonder, maybe because human beings are currently stuck in a holographic projected mind consciousness reality, which is manifested through thoughts, continuously manifesting and allowing to be seen and created through human beings' continuous thoughts, because of mind consciousness systems placed within them in their DNA, holographically projecting what you see now. And why do babies see what everyone else sees? They don't, until they think, because then they're locked into the system, and they think, and they're also the ones keeping this entire holographic projected system as what you see is real in place. So that's quite fascinating, maybe, to consider that what we're actually existing in is indeed a holographic projected manifested reality that's being kept together through our thoughts. And what exists now is just not real. How is it able to be real? Who we are is infinite sound, is infinite expression. Who we are does not require to eat. Who we are is interdimensional, is able to move interdimensionally. Look how, to what extent we've limited ourselves. Have we really limited ourselves? Or is it merely our belief that we really are these limited, poor mind consciousness systems? You see it all over in the world. It is here. Just look at how we move in this world through cars. Just look at what we see on this, what we call televisions. Look at what mechanisms we use in our kitchens. It's all mechanical. It's all mechanical. And what does all these mechanical devices require? Electricity or oil. So what would be the electricity and oil within human beings but the power we give for the mind consciousness systems to exist within it? So we are the electricity within our own human physical bodies that is currently manifesting and giving power for the ability of this great big illusion which all of humanity together collectively is keeping together. That's quite scary shit. So now you're like walking in this world realizing that nothing is really real, that everything is literally all in here. So then the question comes in, where am I? Where do I come from? Why am I here? Am I lost in this holographic projected manifested creation of a mind consciousness system that is in place within the human physical body, connected to the DNA, projecting what I see today, and my thoughts in my mind is actually keeping all this together? How do I know that? Look at your thoughts. Why do you trust your thoughts so much? Because because your thoughts is actually creating what you see now. Why do you fear letting the mind go? Because you know if you let the mind go, you're actually going to realize that, oh my God, nothing is real. And that is the greatest fear that exists within humanity. That if they let go of the mind, who would I be? Where would I go? What would happen to me? Would I die? Fascinating. So, an interesting observation, human beings, to maybe consider and really have a look. Because it fucking makes sense. Thank you very much. This is Veno.